Hi again. I had an interesting conversation in a coaching session a few days back, and it's prompted me to want to do this live. And in this session, my client said to me, I just wish my team would be more accountable. So I asked her, what does accountability mean to you? And she paused for a few seconds and then said, well, it means they should do what they're supposed to do. And that there is, it's the moment most accountability conversations go off track, because in my experience, we use the word accountability all the time, but very few people actually define what it looks like, what it sounds like, or what it feels like in practice. And today I want to unpack what accountability really is and how you can create it within your team in a healthy and productive way. Now, here's the thing. You can't hold someone accountable for something. You can only create an environment where they can choose to take accountability for themselves. You can't do their push-ups over them, can you? They have to do their own. And that's a phrase I love because it's exactly what leadership is. Your role as a leader isn't to lift the weight for your people. It's to make sure they know what they're lifting, how to lift it, and what support they have if it gets a bit on the heavy side. That brings us to the accountability framework that I use that works really well in my coaching, and it works really well in the businesses that I work with. And it's a simple but powerful structure that you can use for yourself, you can use it with yourself to hold yourself accountable, and you can use it for your team. Now, there's 5 steps to it, so let me walk you through them. And the first step is awareness. And you need to start with the question, do they really understand what's expected of them? Now, this sounds obvious, but it's one of the most common leadership gaps that I see, because if your team isn't clear on what success looks like, what the result you're actually buying from them, you can't actually hold them accountable, can you? So ask yourself, have I given them a clear picture of the goal or the outcome we want? And do they know what tools or resources they have to help them achieve it? And if you're not 100% sure, they know, that's where you need to start, because accountability begins with clarity. Step 2 is responsibility. Once there's awareness, the next question is, are you willing to take personal responsibility for getting this done? Not just responsibility because it's their job, but personal responsibility. So literally just ask them, are you willing to take personal responsibility for this outcome? And that's a powerful question because it gives them ownership. So it's not about blame, it's about choice. When they say yes, then you follow up with, great, by when will you have this done? Now, you've just helped them commit in their own words. Step 3 is knowledge. Ask them, do they know how to do it? A lot of people won't admit they don't know something, especially if it makes them look weak. So your job is to make them feel safe to say, I don't know how. And if they don't have the knowledge, that's a coaching moment for you, not a punishment moment. So help them learn. You might have to role play the skill or show them what good looks like, because accountability fails when people don't feel safe to say, I need help. Step 4 is interference. Now, this is the one that I love most, because interference is what's getting in the way. And if you listen closely, fear is right in the middle of the word interference. So ask, what might get in the way of you completing this? Now, sometimes, not often, it'll be something practical, like time, systems, or priorities, but often you'll find it's emotional. I'm nervous about making that call, or I don't want to look stupid. Now, when you identify what the fear is, you can now support them through it. And once again, that could be by role playing. It might be by giving them an extra bit of training, or just helping them manage that fear. You're not removing responsibility, you're removing the unnecessary barriers to success. Step 5 is commitment. And this is where you confirm, what are you going to do next? What actions are you going to commit to? followed by how can I best support you? Do you need me to challenge you? Do you need me to push you a little bit harder? Or do you need me to support you, to check in, to listen, to guide? I asked this of a client recently and she said, definitely challenge me. And that means I know exactly how I need to show up for her when we're in a session. And that's what accountability really is. It's a partnership. It's not command and control. It's clarity, ownership, and coaching. Now, sometimes people won't deliver. That's part of life. But when it happens, don't default to frustration or threats. Go back to the framework and ask, were they aware? Did they take personal responsibility? Did they have the knowledge? Was there some interference? What did they commit to and what got in the way? Then discuss what they've learned from it. This isn't about letting people off the hook. It's about helping them grow. And yes, if someone consistently refuses accountability, you've still got every right to decide they're not the right fit for your business and they need to become successful somewhere new. But that decision comes from clarity. It doesn't come from emotion. So one last thing. Accountability starts with you. If you're not clear, your team can't be, can they? If you avoid difficult conversations, your team learns avoidance. Because as leaders, we model what accountability looks like. It's calm, it's honest, it's consistent, and it's rooted in the belief that people are capable of more when they're supported and not threatened. So next time you find yourself saying, I wish my team were more accountable, ask yourself, do they have awareness? Have they taken responsibility? Do they have the knowledge? What's going to get in the way? And what have they committed to? So there you have it. That's the accountability framework. It's simple, it's practical, and it's human, because in the end, accountability is about control, it's about growth. And when you lead that way, you don't just get results, you build a team that actually wants to deliver them. Now, if you'd like a document outlining the framework, text, DM, or email me, and I'll get it over to you. And I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. And we're going to be talking about time management versus self-management. And you'll learn how to get working on the right things in your business, the things that are going to move the needle and help you take advantage of the opportunities that you might be missing. It's going to be a good one, so you won't want to miss it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.